Stay with it.
Introduce yourself.
So my name is DeLeon Jones. Everybody calls me DJ.
Alright. Hey guys, I'm Keisha Robinson and we are back with Talks with Keisha. Would you like to say like your Instagram or anything else like that?
Instagram is djones3037 or 3730, one of those two.
Okay, so we'll be today in Talks with Keisha, we'll be talking about anxiety with African Americans. Okay, so I have, before we start, I have like these three like smelling things.
Alright.
And they're like for anxiety or like stress, whatever.
Alright.
They each got smells on it. So this is lavender, cinnamon leaf, and we got frankincense, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna smell them and we're gonna see what we think about it.
Alright.
Alright, so you can go ahead.
Alright. It's weird. I've never been down like a fragrance person or anything like that. Like done any of this special stuff.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, this what?
It smells like lupus. You know that salt like lemon, the lemon
yeah.
salt that you see?
Yeah.
Smell like this. It's
Lavender
sweet.
smells really nice.
Oh, I love lavender.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but it just got a strong scent to it.
I mean, in some cases you need a strong scent.
Most definitely.
Alright, and this is cinnamon leaf.
Yeah. I ain't smelled that.
It's not bad, but definitely ain't like. No, it ain't good.
This is definitely not something that I would most definitely be.
No, I think you gotta go with the lavender because at the end of the day, I mean, it's something that smells good and it's maybe basic, but at the same time, it gets the job done.
Hang on, I like this because I don't know, I used to love lemon salt. So these are like some things that you can help with, like some scents that you can help with, like with stress and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think lavender is with the stress and anxiety or whatever. I still love lavender because I don't know, it makes me so calm. Okay, so now that we got that, I'm gonna be asking you some questions or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so how long have you dealt with, or have you had any dealings with anxiety?
I've never just been diagnosed with it, but I feel like we all have our moments where we just feel very anxious. Like for example, I felt really anxious last year during track season because I'm coming back from an injury in high school, not really recruited, and I did not have the best year. So it was definitely a lot that I was anxious about. I felt like, was I wasting somebody's time?
Yeah.
Am I not being the best person I can be? And all of that, it can really just cloud your head, sometimes even your judgment. But I mean, those feelings get better over time at some point.
No, I ain't gonna lie, I totally get that. I can remember, well, I'm still kind of out there training, but I can remember like being so anxious and so like I wanted to do so good. I wanted to be like better. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shoot, it's just like I'm a slow learner. So it just takes me a lot longer to learn about stuff and stuff like that. So it's like I was getting so anxious or whatever with learning and stuff, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, am I like bothering people?
I know. I remember in high school, I used to have it really worse then, mainly because I'm from Longview.
Yeah, most
and Longview is predominantly known for football.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be the best football player I could be. I moved out there when I was 8, so got accustomed to the Longview culture really quick. And the main thing about there is football, so I'm thinking I want to be the best football player I can be.
Right.
And I'm trying to get better and better. And once I get to my senior year and I wanted to play, I asked my coach, what can I do to actually get on the field? And he said, I appreciate everything that you've done, but there's legit nothing you can do. I feel like hearing it just shut you down.
Most definitely. I feel like, oh my gosh, that is one of your worst things, especially when you done did all your UPN.
Mm-hmm.
And like somebody telling you that your best and good.
It made me feel really just unhelpful at all. I want to feel like I'm actually useful for something. And coaches can tell you that every team is good, the best they can be, down to their weakest person. But nobody wants to be that weakest person and feel like you're not useful at all. You're just riding somebody's coattail, or you're just being dead weight.
Most definitely, I totally get that. Okay. How do you manage it? How do you manage like being anxious and stuff like that?
My way of really handling how I'm anxious is really just taking a look back and just reflecting on myself. So with me, I'm a very outgoing person, and every time you see me, I try to be in the best mood that I can be.
Right.
And I think to myself, although I'm feeling like this, there's probably somebody who's going through way worse, or they may be going through the same thing. And I have to think to myself, I have to put on a brave face and fight through it to keep that same energy up. That way, even though it may not help in the moment, that good energy can be effective for somebody else. Other ways I really help myself, I like taking walks. It can be with somebody or by myself, but walking helps really clear my mind, helps me breathe. I feel like it's something that's really been effective for me.
Most definitely. I can most definitely I can remember last year. I remember multiple times I have put a brave face. And I have always thought, just like you thought, I need to put a brave face on. Like, I need to smile a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think it was last semester, I just stopped. Because honestly, it was just a weight on me. Trying to make everybody happy. Trying to, you know what I'm saying, make people smile whenever I'm not smiling. Or whenever I'm not happy. And I remember I used to put on this brave face, this brave smile. So that way I can help somebody else. But I always ask myself, how can I help somebody else when I'm feeling that myself?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
No, it definitely makes me think about it sometimes, because I like helping everybody else before myself. And then sometimes when I'm not feeling my best, I'm like, why do I do this? Why do I put others before myself? And sometimes I'm still looking for that answer, because I constantly still do it to this day. But one of the things that really makes me feel good is being able to make a difference in somebody's life. Because I feel if I'm doing that by helping somebody else, I may not be helping my problem, but I'm helping somebody who feels worse than me able to get back up on their feet and feel really good about themselves.
I just wanna see, I just wanna see how it's just one line.